The next thing which we actually gonna talk about is actually equations, how to handle equations, for which the Overleaf is actually pretty famous. So the thing is that your whole PDF or the project will actually start in the same fashion, like the slash document class article, and then your whole project will actually lie between begin document and end document, essentially, right? So let's actually consider the first example, right? Here you are actually able to see inline E is equal to MC square, right? Now try to understand this and also make sure that you actually use this particular package like an import library, which is AMS math, right? Which is for better layouting of the equations. So what happens is that in this particular document, we have this particular paragraph. For example, this is a para, right? So in this particular paragraph we can see that whenever we actually change is automatically changing. Okay, so just consider this particular equation that whenever you want to put some equation in between the line, like e is equal to mc square in between this particular line, then this actually will happen with the dollar symbols, right? These all dollar symbols will actually format the particular equation symbols into the Greek symbol, and also will encode those symbols according to whatever encoding you use. For example, whenever you wanna do a superscript, right, then you will actually use this power operator, right, or say this control operator. Right, and whenever you want to actually do some subscript, right, you will actually use underscore. In the preview, you can see that, and also in the final output, you can also see that, right, like m underscore c becomes actually the subscript, and the superscript is actually 2, right? So this is essentially how it will actually format the mathematical equations and just enclose them within the dollars so that they can perform the encoding and present the desired output. So the thing is that if you actually just try removing these dollars, right, firstly errors will actually happen, right? Because it doesn't knows that how to encode without those dollar symbols. So just put them back, and it will actually try to generate the PDF again, right? Is for MC square. Okay. So now you know that how to actually put the equations in between line, that is inline equations, right? Let's see how we can actually get the equations like these, right? Whenever we actually want to make equations like integral symbol with the lower limit and the upper limit, use begin equation and end equation, right? This actually defines your specified equation along with the numbering, right? Because you might have seen in the papers, right, like there are multiple equations and also the numbering seems to happen for those equations automatically. So this is one particular example how you can do that by begin equation and an equation, right? So slash int defines an integral, right, with the lower limit of this and upper limit of this, right? As you can remember, the slash underscore a defines a subscript, and a control b defines the upper limit, right, or superscript, right? So this is the thing which is actually encoded integral symbol with lower limit a and upper limit b, right? And inside it you have the fx, which is the function, right, over with the limit is defined, right? And then you have say dx, right? So basically your integral overs, right? And then you have the dx, which actually appears here. Then you have the equal to symbol, and then fp minus f8. Also, you notice that within these equations, these f and f actually appears differently, like Greek letters, right? So these are special symbols, right? Instead of f, because if you want to just compare, if we write f here, right? Because this is the area where you can write, so you can see f is something like this. This is somewhat italicized, right? So this is one particular example where you can actually write your equations to. Now, in such case, when you want to define multiple such equations like x is equal to y plus z is equal to b square, then you can do something like this, right? Then you can do something like this, that begin align and then end align, right? Why align? What align means is that these equations are aligned with equal to symbol. As you can see, these two equal symbols are actually aligned perfectly, and their same alignment and encoding is actually working, that is using the control symbol b square, right? So this is how you actually write the particular equation. And also these two equations which you write in a line will be numbered separately, like this is for 2 and this is for 3. So yes, this is actually another way of defining equations, and I hope you have learned new thing. And also you can actually define different symbols. There are different encodings of different symbols, different Greek symbols, which you can actually use in between equations, and then they will be actually translated to different outputs. Like for example, you can actually have tau symbol, right? Which is use a lot in between equation like this one, right? You can actually see that down, right? And similarly, you have multiple other symbols out there. Just search for one and you will actually get one, like gamma, alpha, and many other symbols, and with each of those symbols also you can define your say subscript like gamma 1, and also your superscript like this one, right? Thus they will be actually compiled in the same fashion like gamma 1 2. I hope you have learned a lot after this particular tutorial. Thank you so much.